I just got off of TimTalia.com and she put up a poster of Disney's Maleficent, which is a movie I didn't even know was coming out in summer of 2014, and Angelina Jolie is playing Maleficent, which she's like my favorite actress ever. But in any event, that movie is collabing with MAC, and they're coming out with a collection for summer of 2014. I nearly died. I was like, no way. I'm going to attempt to do a really quick video on the MAC Masterclass brushes that came out. There are 3 of them. I say quick because I'm going to link Dustin Hunter's video down below, because I just watched it a couple hours ago, and he just hit the nail right on the head with everything that he said pertaining to the brushes. Like, stole words right out of my mouth. So I'm going to kind of go over my general thoughts. Not going to get too into it. But I will link that video down below because he does a really good job of showing you what the brushes look like and stuff like that, and gives a really good insight to them. So, in any event, let's just jump right into the brushes. They came in a boxed packaging like this here. I ordered mine off of mac.com. So they're nicely packaged. There are 3 of them. There's the linear one, the oval 3, and the oval 6. I'll start off with what the brushes look like. Very much like a toothbrush, like a lot of you guys mentioned on Instagram. They do. They have a flexible, it's plastic. It seems pretty durable, but I'm sure if I bent it, it would break or snap. But it's very much that like a toothbrush. It does have rubber grips on both sides for grabbing onto, and then the rest of it is housed in plastic. It's housed in plastic. The bristles are synthetic. To the touch on every single brush, they do feel soft, like to the touch on your hands. On the face though, I have softer brushes. I have softer real hair brushes than these. These can tend to be a little bit scratchy for my skin. Yeah. Okay, let's just start off with this one here, which is called the oval 6, and I'll read to you what MAC says it is for and what I had used it for. It says oval 6 is best used for applying and blending powder and foundation. It can also be used for contouring the cheek with powder, blush, and bronzer. Don't agree. Yeah, that's what it says it's used for. And it does also say on the back, brush care, clean brush between use or as often as needed, using a soft cloth dampened with MAC brush cleanser, gently wipe brush back and forth over the damp cloth to remove residual makeup. Allow brush to dry facing up. So that's what it says on the back of the box for the oval 6, and I'm sure the cleaning instructions are the same for the other 2. But this brush here, it has a dome shape to it, or a what would it be? Convex shape. And it's really, really dense. Like I said, it feels soft to the touch, but the bristles are packed in there really. There's a lot of them. It's really, really dense. So as far as, because of the shape of it and the density of the brush, if you were to pick up any product, you know, flat onto your product, it's going to pick up the majority right here. You can pick it up on other places, but it's not going to pick up evenly on the brush. So when you go to put it on your face, it's going to be a little bit of a guessing game as to where it's going to end up, unless you specifically put it on, you know, hit your product, look at where it's at, and precisely put it there, which to me, too much effort, too much work. It just doesn't pan out. Bronzer either, I think if you were to place cream contouring products, you know, as far as placement goes, I think that it would work really nice for the placement of those products, and possibly the blending out, but because of the density, I don't think it'll blend out as well as people will like, because it's so dense it's going to move around whatever you have underneath that contour, if you do have anything underneath, whether it be a primer or your skincare or foundation. So yeah, that's the same way I feel about it with foundation as well. So I did try to use it for mineral foundation too, and it's just too dense. It will move around my skincare underneath and like mix it. It's just a real patchy, ugly mess. I really like to push mineral foundation into my skin and then dust off the excess with a large brush. That's why I prefer to do it, so that my skincare stays intact and everything. But I just didn't like this brush for anything. It would have been a little bit better if it was even flat. so that when you put it in product, it goes evenly over the product. But then again, I mean, it's still gonna, because of the density, it's gonna pick up so much product, and it's, yeah, not a fan. And then there is the Oval 3 brush, which on the back of this packaging it says is best used for all over shading, blending, and contouring with powder and cream eyeshadow. Can also be used for applying and blending concealer and foundation. Too small for foundation for me. I think it would be good as well to place cream contour products, possibly powder products, but it's so dense it's going to put down a lot of powder on your skin. I did attempt to use this for eyeshadow, but again, because of the shape, I picked up product and I put it on my lid, and just the longest point of the bristles right here in the center hit the lid. And so then I tried to blend it back and forth, and the density of the brush actually picked off more of the product than it put on, and it did not blend it out for me. And I was like, what? I did do concealer with it as well. It did an okay job with concealer, but if I blended it like this ways, the bristles were a little pokey for underneath my eyes. Again, I have really sensitive skin, so that could be why, and I do prefer a fluffier brush as well. On the side, I did use it like this on the side of the brush, and it worked kind of like a flat concealer brush in a way with a little bit of fluffiness. It was okay blending it like this, but again, there's better brushes out there to do the job. So I don't know. The last brush is the Lineur one. And the Lineur one says it's best used for creating easy defined lines along the upper and lower lashes. Can also be used for filling in and defining the brows. Now, since I don't really use powder products or line my lower or upper lash line like that, I like to use a liquid liner. I didn't use this for those purposes, but I don't think it would be great anyway because it's so big. Like, if you wanted just a little bit of an outer portion, you're not going to get a little bit of an outer portion because it's so long, you know. It makes application a little bit less precise, I guess you could say. And then I did use it with my brows. So I did initially think that it was good for brows, but the problem that I had was if I hold it straight like this way, even looking in the mirror, the base of the brush covers up the bristles entirely, so I couldn't see where that was going. So it was kind of a little bit of a guesswork. So, and then I tilted it downward so I could kind of see, and it did an alright job with that. I thought I really liked it for brows at first, but then I did the one brow, and then I went to go do the other brow, and to get the same effect on one side as the other, I had to turn, it was awkward for me to have to turn my arm all the way this way to get this brush flat to do my brows, and I had a hard time actually seeing the bristles like go on. That's probably the only thing I could find is semi-useful for this brush. It's a little awkward on one brow and easier with another brow, but I don't feel myself ever grabbing for them. Nothing was effortlessly easy to use, so I mean, and then too, when I got really good brushes that it's like, you know, so easy and simple to do stuff. And again, like Dustin said, Max, you know, kudos for trying to reinvent the wheel. But we all know we're not reinventing the wheel anytime soon. So I just think that there's more effort required than should be to, you know, apply makeup. So I don't send a lot of things back, but I kept the receipt this time, and those are going back because I have no use for them. I bought them because they were weird brushes and I wanted to try them out. I thought maybe there was something revolutionary about them or something that would be like, oh wow, these are so easy, effortless, fabulous, my brows always look amazing, or my foundation is flawless, or, you know, something like that. But yeah, not the case. So they're going back. So it's going to stick out, I guess, of first impressions in video because I'm not going to have them around to mess around with any longer because it's kind of pointless. So I hope that this video was helpful in some form or sense to you guys. I'll link Dustin's video down below because he did a really good job of explaining everything. I'm a little ADHD sometimes, so I kind of feel like I am right now in this video. But I hope you got something out of it. Thank you guys for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.